Welcome to Week 14 podcast. I'm Sam. With us we have Rob. Hey, Rob. Great fantasy season, regular season. So everybody.
For who?
I mean, great as in it was fun. Basically, it was fun. Come on.
For who? Would have been a lot more fun if I'd won one more damn game all the year, man. But yeah, it was fun, Sam. It was fun.
But yeah, group of guys, great drafts. I think, man, I think a lot of people had some great drafts. Yours truly included. I thought I had a great draft too.
You did. It took it a minute to get going, but we did. We had a very good. We had a lot of. I mean, even our bad teams this year weren't that bad, man. I mean, you look at Degenerate and whatnot, and El Oso. I mean, dude, you're just going to have years like this, but those teams weren't that bad at all, man. Michael only had like 100 points less than me, but yet somehow 4 less wins. So that's just how shit goes sometimes, man.
No, Rob, do you want to talk about just the conferences overall, or just
Let's just give everybody a breakdown. So we'll roll with it. What do we got? Conference one, High Rollers. He just needed a win, and he was in, and he got in, and he had that. And so kudos. He's our number 2 seed. Heart Foundation really kind of had it wrapped up on that Denver comeback the week before. It was just I just could not. Even and Tay went ahead and lost this week just to make things. Is that 5? Do I see an L5 there after Tay?
Wow!
What the hell happened, dude? I was gonna be very kind because I feel for straight LA, but geez, he's only got an L4.
Yeah.
Tay came in with an L5, dude. Oh, that hurts, man. He went 7-2 to 500. Oh my God, Kelly. And look, Kelly Raiders, I think he had 5 wins in a row or something like that. And he ends up with a loss, but he had a nice comeback season. So good. I mean, that's a tough division. And just 5, Sam. You got to slap Tay around. What the hell is that, man? You got to stop the bleeding at some point. Anyway, over on the other side, Belichick he had this wrapped up in about week 3, I think it was. So he comes in at a nice 10-4. And he did get our first round bye. And I don't know if this is true or not. I don't know. Maybe Nolan and I might have done it. Maybe Michael and his dad, possibly Cody and his dad. We do have some father and sons in this thing who've been around for a while. But Belichick mate and Scotty, Dean Gray down there picked up the first round buys, each of them, man. What do you think of that, Sam?
Congrats to him. He had an amazing team this season. You know what I mean? Like a lot. I mean,
he did.
Yeah, a few weeks he had like a couple of weeks he had over 200. So yeah.
Oh yeah. He had he didn't quite get the, Cody coming in at 21.99. He looked like a shoe in the Heart Foundation, for those of you that don't know these guys by first name. He looked like a shoe in for the season high score, and he had that little lull, but he came back, so maybe he's pumping again. And Dan Green, like I said, he was a game or two short. That's me, Degenerate, and Eloso. It just wasn't your year. And you'll be back next year and be like, man, hopefully I got that crappy year, as I pointed out to Nolan in the past. Eloso Verde, Nolan. Keep playing fantasy football, and you're going to have every season under the sun, right? So you never know. And there you go. Oh, now let's go over to Conference 2. All right. Straight LA, we can't have this happen again next year, bro. I swear that's 2 years in a row he fell out, and it breaks my heart, man. I'm being sincere, dude. He was rolling, and then it just fell apart on him, and that 4-game losing streak. But hey, you know what? His loss is your gain, Sam. Nice, dude. 22-62, dude.
Yes.
Damn.
And just to let everybody know, I don't think I made the playoff last time until I think the last time I won, which was at least 8+ years ago, 10, maybe 10 years ago. So this is my first time being in a playoff in a long, long time.
Sam, I wish we kept better stats on this over the years, but usually I just drink beer and forget about it after the season's over. But
that's the way it is.
It's the way it's going to go. But Sam, you had a hell of a drought. So yes, welcome back to the playoffs. Yes. You do a ton for the league. You're a great player. You always have been. You're one of our first expansion players. Honestly, when we went from 8 up, you're part of the big Muni expansion there. And so congratulations on you making the playoffs. And hey, you're fighting for a 3rd championship, right?
Yes, 3rd.
Yeah, I go to the other side, by the way. High Rollers, Heart Foundation, and Belichick mate all have 0. So, hey, also, let's be real. I mean, I know everybody roots for Gang Green year in and year out. You want him to win all the championships. But every now and again, you gotta like get some new blood in here. It keeps,
mix
makes it a
things
little
up.
more fun for everybody else, right?
Yeah, mix things
And
up.
it just makes when Gang Green wins it again next year, you just feel like, man, he was out of the spotlight for almost 2 years at once there. It's a long time, dude. Anyway, back over the other side. Straight LA Savs falling down to 7-7, not his year. Browntown, hey, Browntown, kudos right there. Ends up with a 4-game winning streak.
Yeah, he got the hang of it. Yeah.
He was texting me the other day, and I said, yeah, it's and one thing to point out with this league is it's a little bit quirky in comparison to other leagues, but really I don't think that's so much the case anymore as you're just playing top end talent. And I mean, you're playing dudes that know how to play fantasy football, and you can't slip for 5 seconds. There are no, hey, I forgot to put my lineups in Yahoo shit here. So, and I think he had a good time with it, man. He'll be back next year. Going over to the other side, Dean Gray. Dominant, Sam. Dominant. I don't know what to say. Just dominant, dude. I mean, he fucking finishes up the season with a season high score because why not, right?
Mm-hmm.
Might as well sweep everybody. He's pushing for that 300, man. Yeah, but it didn't quite come through. That's just a dominant season. And then Mad Dog, not a dominant season, but a lucky season, and he's been pretty good lately.
Mm-hmm.
Took the L this week because nobody can beat Dean Gray. But and then Wolfpack and Red Raiders. Red Raider, let's give it up for the Red Raider. He got that number 2 on there. That keeps him from the tie of the all-time. He comes in and stops. He must have listened last week. He even made 2 pickups just to get to that second win, Sam.
Oh, nice.
You're just like, I can't walk out of this at 1-13, brother. And so, anyway, that's your playoffs. Dean Gray getting the bye. Ninja Assassin playing Mad Dog next week, jumping over the other side. We got Belichick maybe with the bye, and High Rollers and the Hart Foundation playing over there, man. So that should be good. All draft waiver order has been reversed. All of your other fun has been stripped from you. You can still start your rosters if you want, but they don't mean shit. I ain't paying you. There are no more season high scores. And that's it. So let's look at a couple games last week, Sam.
Yeah, let's look at a game that a few games that kind of mattered and counts.
I don't want to talk about the Hart Foundation and Kelly Red Raiders, even though Hart Foundation 233. Wow, man, he's probably thinking he's got a high score. Man.
I was telling Scott, I was like Scott, if you didn't beat my weekly high score, Hart Foundation would have beat it by 3 points. So there you go.
Holy, Josh Allen at 82.5. Yeah. Okay, we got to pause there for just Josh Allen, 3 touchdowns,
3 passing, 3 rushing.
And they lost.
Yep. They became
Jamar
the Bengals.
Jamar Chase likes to play on prime time, doesn't he? Anyway, my Lord, High Rollers rolls through 144 standard, taking that out. Gang Green gets a. Hey man, I was flirting with it. I tried to get in there. I was trying to get to another 200. Belichick made. I can't lose these kids all the time, Sam. I got to remind them I still carry a big stick. You know what I mean? So got that one. Kudos. I'm sure he's deeply worried about as he's sitting around thinking about how he's going to spend his money. Degenerate Bastard Nello Silverity played a really good game, man. 145 to 141, man. That's a really fun game there. Those guys, they got a little rivalry. They've been playing against each other for a while, so it's good, but it's friendly. 145, 141 rolling in there. So Elo Silverity wins this round. I think that was his 3rd or 4th.
Wow, he didn't want to chance it without a defense, huh? He just said, all right. He didn't want to drop his defenses.
No, it's Browntown, as we mentioned here. Look, he's just under 170. Wow. Savs. Oh, Savs. We don't want to talk about 86.5, man. Savs, he doesn't have years like this too often. Dean Gray just absolutely steamrolled Mad Dog there at 254.5, and that's a game we probably should talk about for about a second, but we're not gonna. Mad Dog puts up 116.
Could that be the new largest margin of victory?
No. I don't think so. I put that out the other day.
Give me one
no,
second.
he still had that. Yeah, it was in week 12, wasn't it?
Week 12.
It was close.
145.
Yeah, it was close though. This comes in at 138, man.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
And then Red Raider, 105.75 is none to brag about, but 100% efficiency rating. And, putting a roster out there and finishing in style, that is something to brag about. So good job, my young man and new player to the league. see you back next year. Better luck. My only advice to you is don't take all Chiefs on a year where the Chiefs offense looks like it does. Ooh, it's ugly. So, Sam, there's one game to talk about. One game and one game only. And, dude, it's just straight LA, bro. I mean, he gets it going with the quarterbacks. Kyler Murray is not a good quarterback, by the way. For fantasy, he's fine. But, dear God, he hurts to watch sometimes. He tried everything he had out there. He just, he comes in at 92. He's a little bit short on, but he just wasn't going to get you 205. He couldn't get it. He couldn't get those skill position players to come together for him as the year wore on, man. It just didn't. And I mean, and not the right week to have Kenneth Walker go out on Saturday, Jonathan Taylor on bye, Jordan Love, he maximized his quarterbacks. Nico Collins was on bye. It's just, all around, dude. That's not – what the hell's up with the buys in Week 14 anyway, Sam?
That's crazy. So many teams on buys,
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. You got 6 teams on bye in Week 14, and, it's bullshit. And, we try to work around that on the schedule. You don't want to have you guys go into these division games, empty-handed. I mean, if I could, I'd mix and match, in Week 6 where we got cross-conference games going. But unfortunately, we got to finish the season out 12, 13, and 14 with division stuff. You have to, right? Mm-hmm. And, or we wouldn't have who the hell wants Week 14 to be, Ninja Assassin versus Gang Green? I mean, it would mean nothing, right? So it's you got to roll in there, and it's a huge game, but it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Either way, Sam, 100% efficiency, 205, huh?
Yeah. Would you believe I was nervous going to Monday night? I was down 12 points. I was nervous. I was crap, I could lose. I can lose.
Oh, you could, but dude, when you go into Monday night, you got Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, and the plane didn't crash on the way to the stadium. Yeah, you're going to pick up 12 points, bro.
I was texting Tay. I was like, dude, I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous. I'm down 12.
Oh, dude, Sam, do not insult straight LA. A proud, longtime player with that. Come on, even he stopped paying attention. He's like, yeah, dude. I mean, you get to a point where you're just like, yeah, there's 100% chance those two guys are going to pick up 12. I'm going out. I'm watching something other than the crappy Cowboys and Bengals. Or God help you, I love me some Simpsons, but dude, that shit they put on the Disney Channel with the virtual football game.
Yeah.
Hell, Sam, that was awful. Just they should. All right, what do you want to do from there? So sorry, David, but good for you, Sam. Another 200-point game, dude. You and Scott, man, were running those 200-point games.
Yeah. Puka. Who would have guessed from Puka? I was like, wow. But anyways, yeah.
Oh God, Puka. I guess the rest of the league wouldn't have. I mean, still going back to him being a 5th-round pick, right? So. Honestly, Hart Foundation and Dean Gray, just the 200-point games were just impressive. Just too many this year. You have great teams. So, and I think everybody's got a shot at it. Obviously, in the playoffs, it's I love that we're at 18 weeks now because now we don't have to worry about people resting in Week 17 in the championship game. We certainly really don't have to worry about it too much in Week 16. So you might get a little bit of that, but, who knows. But we should be going in. Are you excited?
I am. Like I said, first time playoff in 8 or 10 years. So I'm very excited. Scott and Tay and I were just texting last night, and I do have a good team that could take it. So we'll see. This is me knocking on wood. We were just taking, and I say the same thing about Scott's team too, but.
Sure.
Yeah. I think we all. Got a stack.
I think everybody does.
Yeah.
I mean, if we break that down for a minute, let's take a look at these teams just to kind of give us an idea. I mean, right off the bat, I'm looking at Hart Foundation with Josh Allen right there. I mean, that's ugly. He's a little bit shy in the skill position outside of that little Jamar Chase thing. It's an up and down circumstance for him there. So, but Josh Allen's going to make him relative. He's got some guys going in there. He's got Pacheco might get going a little bit more. He's got some guys that were on bye too. He's pretty good. And I'm going to say positive things about everybody here. High rollers, Justin Herbert. If they don't get the guy killed, he's kind of turning into that player. Now, high rollers is kind of the opposite here a little bit. He's a little bit shy at the quarterback, But, as long as Zach Charbonnet keeps putting up, 50-plus point games or whatever, you're going to be fine. So
That was his first start? Zach Charbonnet, was that his first start?
Yeah, I'm sure you grabbed him on the waiver wire at
Great pickup.
10 o'clock on Saturday night or 9 o'clock Sunday morning, one of the two,
Hey, great pickup.
The second, well, yeah, I mean, once Walker went down, I mean, you're rolling with it. So he's got a good team. Now he's going to have a little bit more uphill battle because he doesn't have anybody that's just totally going to kill you there. But he's got it. And then Belichick, mate. If Mahomes could get it going, Russell Wilson, dude. Oh, okay. Thank God I'm looking down there, guys on bye. I see Lamar Jackson. I see Terry McLaurin. Look at that bench, dude. I mean, DK Metcalf. I apparently anybody you plug in at running back for the Niners is going to put up 30 to 40 points in a week. So one thing I always say, you want running backs. Maybe that running back isn't James Cook, but he's got running backs, man. He's got a resurgent Jerry Jeudy. Dude, this is going to be tough.
That's crazy, right? That's crazy. The numbers he's put up the last 3 weeks, 2 weeks. Yeah.
And he's just sitting there waiting. Okay. And then you jump over to the other side and let's take a look. I mean, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase is ridiculous. Puka, he puts them up every week. Najee Harris. You got Derrick Henry was on by you, Joe Mixon, Brian Rob. Dude, what's up with your running backs, man? You're just freaking loaded at running back, man.
Yeah, it just happened to be on a bye this week.
And he still were able to put two decent guys out. Okay, I don't know about Tyrone Tracy. He's a giant, but that's 17 points. But
I had to pick him up. I had to pick him up this weekend. Yeah, I mean this week, but yeah.
Jesus, man. I mean, Derrick Henry and Joe Mixon could be huge for you, Roland. I mean, obviously, Joe Burrow's having probably his career year. And Jamar Chase is just incredible. As long as they keep the pedal going down, I don't see those guys pulling up. They're on TV now every night. He bought a freaking Batmobile, so I guess he's going to keep rolling, right? So
it's the tumbler.
He got a great team. Oh, I know it's the coolest Batmobile of them all, too, right? And then Mad Dog, obviously, he's got an uphill battle. He's probably going to be your, he would be your perennial Saturday morning first game of the playoffs kind of team you plug out there, but he's got some hitters in here to get it going. He does, and all it takes is a couple of guys getting hot. He's got some guys playing a nice weather quarterback, so he's got some work to do. And then of course Dean Gray's got really one of the better teams that's been out there in 4 or 5 years. I mean, he's short, kind of. I don't know where he's short at, Sam. I mean, I don't really see a hole in there. And he's just having that kind of year, too, where everybody he picks up just does well, whether it's, Jonnu Smith or Jackson Smith Nigba, or how do you spell it? Is that Jebba? I don't even know how to spell. We'll just call him Jackson. The guy from Seattle with the weird last name. We'll go with it, all right? So he's just having that kind of year, man. He's just grabbing guys and you're going, oh, look, they put up 40 for me, so and you thought 82 was something out of Josh Allen. I mean, we kind of expect something near that every week, not maybe 82, but how about 58 and a half out of Sam Darnold, Sam?
Right. Five touchdowns, no interceptions.
Yeah. You put Sam Darnold and playing in the Dome, by the way, every game the rest of the year, except for one game up in Seattle. You put Sam Darnold and Lamar Jackson together, and Saquon keeps going for that record, and it may be game over, guys. He's just got too many other guys. He's I hate to say it, even though I love Scott. I mean, come on now. And it's been a while since he's won anything. He's I think, without question, our clear favorite. But, hey, guys, prove me wrong.
Yeah. Actually, funny story on that. Like you said, he's the favorite. He was the first one that got that 3D printed trophy I made. He was the first one that got it. So that was a long time ago.
Where the hell's my belt from? I was supposed to get a belt last year.
You were, huh? I am looking at the non-finished belt right now, actually. It's a non-finished one right there. I see it.
Oh, man. So you're going to give that one to Scott, too, and I'm going to get nothing, huh? All right.
I don't know if I'm going to make one, but we'll see.
Well, it's the week where you're making things on 3D printers might not be a good thing to advertise there, Sam. So
I know. But
it's crazy.
did we talk about the bonuses? Scott won all the bonuses. I don't know if we talked.
I'm tired about talking about Scott and his greatness this year. He took everything. The rest of you get dick. Pay the league. Pay Scott. All right, now shut up.
There you go. All right, folks. Great season. Had a lot of fun talking trash and everything.
Always.
So yeah, and then playoffs next week. We'll talk about playoffs.
Playoffs.
All right. I'm Sam for
Thank you as
Rob.
always, Sam.
Thanks a lot, everybody. Waivers are tomorrow still. All right, guys.
See you, bro.